Alright, so you're telling me you're doing whatever it takes to achieve your goals. You're consistent, you're disciplined, and most importantly, you believe in your potential and what you're destined for. But you're lacking this one small portion that is holding you hostage. You simply do not know how to carry yourself around others. This again can be broken down into many smaller parts. You can be the person who is socially awkward, the person who is socially awkward in school, in workplace, or you can also be the person who is the boring friend in a friend group. No one truly wants to listen to you. Third, you can be the person who is not confident and is not sure of himself in hard and difficult situations, the situation that might be and might appeal stressful to you. And I want to tell you that there is a solution. And the solution is that you, at any age, first you need to realize your flaws, realize the thing that you're lacking. Second, you need to educate yourself and learn how to deal and solve those difficulties and flaws. And third, which is not probably the least, you need to practice it in your own daily life. You need to practice it in order to be a master at being around other people. So now let's talk about the first part, which is you realizing what you really need to work on. So you might see yourself being socially awkward, as I mentioned before. You might see yourself being not confident, or you might see yourself being the boring person, the person that doesn't really get listened to. So when you realize these things, you need to move on to the second steps, which is you educating yourself in any sort of possible way and learning how to deal and how to actually be better at these difficult and awkward situations. So let's now move on to the second step, which is learning and educating on how to deal and solve difficulties. So how can we truly learn and educate ourselves in order to solve these difficulties? The first thing that I would say, and any other person would suggest you to do, is to read books. You need to read books that are directly linked to these situations. So let's say if you are the person that is socially awkward and is not very socially interesting, and you want to stop being that person. The book 92 Laws on How to Talk to Anyone by Lane Lowens is the book that I read and I gained a lot from. So if I had a friend that was struggling with this issue, I would most definitely suggest this book to him, and I would tell him to read this book from page 1 to page 300. And in the second case, if you want to be more confident in any room that you enter, in any social circuit that you are in, the book Quiet by Susan Cain is the best book out there for you if you want to be more self-assured of yourself. And I'm absolutely sure that these two books that I mentioned a few seconds ago are just truly a small portion of books that are directly helpful to these situations, and I absolutely believe that there's a great variety of other books that you can read and gain a lot from. So now let's move on to the second way, which is very similar to the first method that we just discussed. The first method was just you learning by books and reading books. The second way is you learning visually. And what I exactly mean by visually learning, I mean by watching great videos and content on social platforms such as YouTube. So me personally, I've learned a lot from great channels and people and great influencers that are trying to help people, particularly in this situations and topics that we just discussed about. So there are two channels that I wanted to mention. The first being Charisma University. So this channel, since I've been introduced to this channel 2 years ago, had helped me a lot, and I mean a lot. So these group is working and actually helping individuals and people to gain confidence, be more confident, to gain more charisma, to be more charismatic, and then just be more successful in their interactions with to their friends, strangers, and just like being in any social circle, social circumstance. And as you guys can see, there's a great variety of videos uploaded in their channel, and they're really working hard, and it's their passion, and they're like really passionate about it and uploading videos for people to help them. And there's also a program for people who want to, get very faster results and more permanent. So you can go ahead and sign up for the program, and it's I believe it's like a 1 or 2 months program that will help you to gain anything or work on your flaws, especially if you're socially awkward or you're not really confident. This program, this channel is absolutely for you. The second channel is Julian himself. So according to him, he is a personal coach who is transforming people's life and helping them to be more successful in like their relationships, or in general be more successful. So I have only just watched a few videos from this channel and him, Julian, so I'm not really familiar with his work, but according to him in his description, I believe he's like a personal coach, helping people, transforming people, influencing people. And the videos that I watched from him were great. I like the style of his videos. And if you guys are especially want to be visual learners, plus Charisma University, this channel is one of the greatest channels for you guys out there. Now we get to the last part of the solution. So I'd say the last part, is the most significant part of the solution. So if you do everything that we have done in the last 2 parts, which is reading and watching videos, and you do not use and do the last section of the solution, I could tell you right away that all you did was useless. So whatever that you have learned from reading those books and watching all those videos are useless without this last step. The last step is you implement all those learning, all those realization into your day-to-day life. So whatever that you have learned from books, from this visually learning videos, you go out there and apply them. How? So let's say you learned about holding eye contact and having a conversation with a good body language, with a comfortable, very interested body language with any other person in school, with your family, in public, in workplace, in your work, with whoever. So you're having this conversation and use what you have learned, whatever skill that you have learned with that person. If you have learned to hold eye contact, try to do that. If you learn to do whatever, try to do that. So implement it in your real life. So if you're struggling to talk to strangers, what I do, if I'm taking a bus, if I'm going to school, I say hi to whoever I wouldn't normally say hi to. I say hi to the bus driver. I say hi to the teachers that I'm not comfortable with. So I say how you guys are doing, how's your day going, whatever. Put yourself in really difficult, awkward situations that you would never put yourself. And you can see yourself gradually doing these things by habit because you're getting used to them. So put yourself in hard situations, in the awkward situations, and really implement what you have learned and actually see what is the difference, that everything that you have learned is actually working and you're becoming the type of person that you really always wanted to become. So go and give a compliment to someone. If you like the way he is looking, if you like the shoes that he is wearing, just go and compliment that. Put yourself in hard and difficult, awkward, stressful situations. That's the main point of the third and the most important part of this solution. Alright, so we have arrived to the end of the video. So I just wanted to sum up everything that we just talked about and why did I even make this video. So this video is for people who are trying their best but just lacking this small portion of their personality, which is being socially interested in other people, socially active, more confident, charismatic. I know it might sound cheesy or whatever, but most of successful people who are working their face off, they lack this small part, and this is what that the is holding them back and keeping them in hostage actually. So if you do not have that side, try to improve upon it. And again, this might sound weird, but this is the harsh reality of the world. You need to be confident, you need to be charismatic in order to convey and convince other people. Sometimes even you need to manipulate other people and seduct other people, which might not, really appeal interesting or a really right thing to say, but it's the harsh and really severe reality of this world. So you need to know how to talk to people and how to carry yourself in public and around people. And to whoever that is watching this video, I hope you gained a lot from this video. Not a lot. If you gained a bit of a 15-year-old me, I'm really happy and I'm really glad. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.